I'm Brian Jones.
And I'm Gwen Lawrence.
From finance to romance.
From eating smart to looking sharp.
We're going to show you how to become a better man. Better body. Better mind. Better sex. Better life. What's up, America? Welcome back to the Better Man Show. Now, Gwen, we have a lot of issues with money. Now, we work really, really hard to make it, but we don't necessarily work as hard to hang on to it.
But you didn't grow up with a lot of money, so I feel like you should know how to hang on to it a little bit better.
You would think that, but you're right. I grew up dirt poor, and I know what it's like to make a good amount as a professional athlete, but I didn't always hang on to it. But the key is to have the ability to earn it all back again.
Definitely. Well, today we're gonna learn some tricks on how to live a rich, full life on a thin wallet and how to make money that you do have grow and grow.
I'm cool with that. But first, Gwen and I, we're gonna challenge ourselves with some revealing questions about our personal finances in Manbrain. Woman Brain, and this is where we ask those piercing questions, uncomfortable questions. Neither one of us know what we're gonna ask, so how about you start?
Okay. What is the best advice you could give your kid about money?
Hold on to it. You don't need all those things you think you need.
Definitely.
How about that?
Perfect. Love it. Go.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I was just thinking about my kid, how she would absorb that, but I'm sure she would absorb whatever daddy says is right. Who's smarter about money, you or your husband?
Hands down, my husband. He keeps track of everything, and I love it.
He's the better man.
He's the better man.
Cool.
All right. If you had to give all your money to a charity, who would you choose?
Oh, that's pretty simple. Boys and Girls Club. I grew up in the Boys and Girls Club in Lubbock, Texas. It's a safe haven for kids. Saved my life. I probably wouldn't even be sitting here next to you. And
nice.
For the last 15 years, I've been hosting a charity golf event in Austin, Texas that benefits the Boys and Girls Club.
Amazing.
Yep. Now, you work with professional athletes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's it like, and how do you feel about working with all these 22-year-old millionaires?
That's a great question. I really don't think about it a lot, to be honest with you. I have a job to do. I want to make their careers better and longer, and I don't really think about it. The only time I think about it is when I see their cars in the lot.
I was going to say that. Who cares about those fancy cars, right?
Yeah. All right. What's the dumbest thing you ever blew money on?
Oh, wow. I once entered into a business with a good friend, who was a good friend at the time, good friend anymore. And I ended up with a warehouse full of vitamins. Yes, and the vitamins weren't even that good. They're probably still in that warehouse. Y'all can have them.
Turn the page.
That's
Turn
right.
the page.
All right, you just won the lottery. What's the first thing you're going to buy?
Okay, I have a big plan already. I want to buy a really nice fast car I don't have to worry about the weather with. I want to put enough away that I'm going to live on the interest, and I've always wanted, it's always been my dream to give back and I want to walk down the street and be like,
oh, just hand money out?
I totally want to do that.
Well, I hope you win the lottery, and I hope I'm on the street when you start handing out all that
Yes.
money, too.
Yes.
How much you going to give me?
$20.
That's it. You know what? That's 20 more than I had, so I'll take it.
And I also have to say the veterans. Got to give back to our veterans.
Cool.
All right, Brian, are you ready for some barbershop therapy?
Always.
I know you go there for a lot of advice, but can you actually get some money advice there too?
Listen, Gwen, when I need some honest talk about my money, because people are afraid to broach this topic, I always go see my man Akbar at the barbershop. Akbar, we need to help our boy out over here.
What's going on with him?
He's back home with mama. How old is too old to be staying with mama?
Well, he's never too old to go back home to mama.
What? Yes, you are.
What's the situation?
Me and my ex broke up, and I needed to go somewhere, and mom was like, come home, baby, come home.
30-year-old
What you want to eat? Everybody's path is different, man.
I understand everyone's path is difficult, but that had to be an excruciating situation for you, going back home to live with mama at 30.
It was tough, but
right.
Because of love, everything is all right.
How long is my broke boy gonna be living at home with mama? How long do you need to build that best man?
As long as it takes.
No,
You can't
this
put
is
a
not
time on
in
what I do.
perpetuity.
Listen, man, listen, it's a reset for him. He's putting his finances in order, stacking his money up, getting right.
Now, while you stacking your money up, living at home with mama, are you helping mama with rent? Are you paying for food?
Of course. Even when I wasn't living there, I was helping.
Okay, so how long are you gonna be there?
Mama comes first.
How long are you gonna be there?
As long as it takes.
What does that mean?
That means when the time is right, I shall leave the
How
nest.
many stacks do you need to amass before you get out of mama's house?
Need that first month rent, that's what he need.
Well, see, that's the thing. Mom's coming with me. I'm gonna take care of mom, all right?
Seems focused. Seems
I
focused.
see you on his side. I'm glad I'm not his mama.
Me too.
I'm glad I'm not his daddy.
I have no idea what Akbar was talking about. He sided with that gentleman. Are you kidding me? You have 3 boys. There's no way you're gonna allow them to move back into your house at 30.
No way, no way. I get the money issues and all that, but unless there's a plan and you have a calendar of events when you're gonna move out.
Yes.
But no, not indefinitely.
That's a little tough love from
Yes.
mama. A lot of times men put money ahead of what's really important in their lives, like their physical fitness.
So in today's 5-minute fix, I'm gonna show Brian and all of you how to get a killer full body workout without spending a dime. So you are always asking me for great workouts, and I certainly hear it from you a lot. You want an easy workout you can do any place, I got it. The alphabet. That's easy to remember, right?
I would hope so.
Okay.
Who doesn't know the alphabet?
This workout is based on knowing your alphabet. That's
Okay,
it.
cool.
You grab a weight, you can grab a rock if you don't happen to be at home, but all we're gonna do is make big capital letters, big movements. A. Got it? B. We start high, bring it down deep, squat.
That was a funky A you just made.
Well, you're gonna have to get
What kind
over
of
it.
alphabet are you depicting here?
See how it's done? You go.
See how it's done. Am I starting at A?
Yeah, start at A.
Oh.
Really big, nice flat back, big moves. You're gonna get every muscle in the body. You're
that
going
was an
to
A.
get every joint in the body. Believe me, you're gonna feel this. It's only gonna take about 5 minutes to go through the entire alphabet, but if you're feeling pretty good and you're as strong as him, do it 2 times.
Whew.
What do you got?
That's a C. That's it. And
Good.
it works everything.
Yeah, try a big D, big.
I'm gonna try it. Big D.
Awesome.
Boom.
E's the worst.
E.
Big obliques.
Why is E the worst?
Because you gotta go 3
start down
times.
here?
1, 2, 3. Nice. Big F. And let's end it with the big G.
G for Gwen.
Good job. Easy to remember?
Wow. That
User
works
friendly?
Everything.
Yes, you will
That's a
feel
good
it, I
workout.
promise. Good.
You
should
should
try
listen
it
to
too.
this woman. Whew, now that I've got my 5-minute fix, let's eat.
Let's talk money, dating, and building a better man.
You're dating a prime rib woman on a meatloaf budget.
Bobby Rebell, author of How to Be a Financial Grown-Up, has some thoughts on how to dine out cheap without looking cheap. Welcome, Bobby.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Okay, Miss Bobby, how do I do that? I don't want to look cheap, but I want to
No
go
looking
out,
cheap.
you know, and have a good night with my date.
All right, it's all about control, and control starts before the date. So you control the restaurant, you choose the restaurant, make sure it's somewhere close so you're not paying a lot for transportation if you're in a city, and then you're gonna control the alcohol bill before you even get there. You go to the restaurant website, you look up what wines they have, you select a wine that they do not have that you like, you call the restaurant, make sure it's okay, and then you tell your girl, I have a really special wine that I have in mind for you. Do you mind if I bring it so we can share it over a wonderful meal?
Oh, I
How
thought you were
thoughtful
going
of
to
you.
say get tipsy at home before you show
No,
up.
no, no, you don't want to do that. Then you start adding to the bill. We don't want to do that.
That's a great
No, no,
tip.
no, no.
I didn't even know it was a possibility.
Oh, absolutely. You can save
awesome.
so much money. And also make sure that you get there first. No being fashionably late because you want to control that aspect too. If your friends get there before you, they could order up a storm at the table and then you get stuck with the bill without even getting to enjoy it.
Now, what I want to get there late sometime because my date, maybe the first date, you want to go see what she's really working with.
That's not nice.
That is nice.
Give us another
It
tip.
may not be nice, but it's
All
true.
right, so then the waiter comes over and they offer you, of course, sparkling or still water. You turn to your date and what you say is, I really want to be eco-friendly. Do you mind if we order tap water? It's much better for the environment.
That's a new way to say I'm cheap.
No,
I
no,
wanna
no.
be
Something-
eco-friendly.
Oh, you're so environmentally conscientious.
How much are you saving there?
Oh my gosh, like $8 a bottle. It can be.
Oh.
It depends, but at least $4 or $5 they'll charge you for a bottle. Even that still water they charge you for these days. So it's a lot of money.
Some tap water.
Great
Okay.
ideas.
All right, wait. I can get one more. So before you order, make sure you order first because you will control how it goes. If you do not order an appetizer, I'm telling you, no one else will either. The bill shrinks just like that. If you really want an appetizer, you can order one maybe to share. Suggest that. A little romantic. And when it comes to dessert, maybe just skip it all together and say, let's take a romantic stroll, maybe have some gelato with your date. It can be very romantic.
I am a romantic. Now I know how to be cheap. Girl, I'm just eco-friendly. I ain't cheap. Hey, I think you won me over, Miss Bobby. Thank you so much. That was great stuff. Coming up on the Better Man Show, Gwen is talking to her girlfriends again. You know that's going to be some good stuff as well. And this time, they're talking money and men.
There's some good stuff we're going to talk about. They're talking looks versus money, and you will not believe what they picked.
Well, I got both of them, so they're going to pick me, right? Plus, when's the best day and time to buy airline tickets and gas? We'll have some money-saving tips that'll help you spend less and save more. All that and more just ahead.
But first, feeding the better man.
What up, Brian and Gwen? Today on Feeding the Better Man, I'm gonna show you how to have a little extra jingle in your pocket thanks to some money-saving tips in the kitchen. Guys, buy in bulk and utilize your freezer. Anytime proteins or veggies are on sale, buy a bunch. And the Warehouse Club is your best friend. The prices are unbeatable and so are those free samples. Cooking takes some effort, so make enough for leftovers the next day. That way you don't have to buy your lunch and you have a little extra money to spend on your boo. I've got plenty of budget-friendly recipes over at bettermanshow.com.
We're back, Gwen. Like I said earlier, men often confuse their net worth with their self-worth, and we suspect women feel the same as we do. How much of a man's attractiveness is based on his ability to provide?
Well, you're gonna find out. We gathered a group of girlfriends to tell us what they really think about men, money, and sex.
Get down, get down.
We're gonna talk about finances today a little bit. When is it appropriate, or is it appropriate, or do you ever feel comfortable? Does it come up how much you make?
I am going out with somebody who's talking about money and their income. I'm really turned off by that. And then I would be suspect.
The most humble guys sometimes will surprise you.
Humility goes a long way.
Yeah. Is it a first date question?
I wouldn't say that. I'd be like, that's coming up really straightforward. But if it happens, you know, when you're having a really good first date, sometimes you get into the weirdest conversations. If it happens, it happens, and it flows.
Good.
It's like, though, it's like first date. All right, so how much do you make? Like, I'm not doing so well over here, so let me just see if you're doing okay, and if you're doing okay, then...
Looks or money? Go!
Looks.
Money. Money.
Is it a first thing or second thing? Like, what happens? You don't necessarily know how much a guy makes, so
That's
initially it has to be
I say the looks just because I want to, right? Like, I've got to be attracted to you, and then we can go from there.
The thing is, I mean, obviously, I feel like anyone would say both.
Right.
But looking down long term, if all you have going for you is your looks, we're not going anywhere.
Right.
If you have money going for you, maybe there's some ambition that drove that money. And nothing is sexier than ambition to me.
What if your partner wanted to stay home and wanted you to be the breadwinner?
If I'm making enough money to support everybody, I'm okay. But if it's like I'm gonna be struggling and we're gonna have to live like below our means or things like that because he can't,
of that.
then obviously
That's a negotiation. All right, I got it.
Look, I'm not surprised that the younger women chose money over looks. That's par for the course, isn't it?
I was kind of shocked, but they equated the money with ambition, which is kind of cool.
How about they find some ambition of their own and make their own money?
Agreed.
I mean, I don't mind helping. Yeah, I'm calling me. I'll motivate him. Now, you chose your husband, why? Good looks or money?
Good looks. We were both very young. We built our money together.
So you were both po.
Basically.
All right, coming up, some incredibly painless ways to juice up your bank account.
And we'll meet a guy who turned his side hustle into $1 million business.
But first, here's Mindful Dan with a meditation. Why can't I talk to her? I was in the NFL. I'm on TV with my own radio show. I was in Playgirl.
Brian, think present moment. Right here, right now. You are resilient, empowered. You've tackled way more. See her? Go.
Hi, I'm Brian.
Hi, I'm Kara.
Hi, Kara. I've seen you here before.
I've seen you too.
I'm glad I came over and said hi.
I'm really glad.
We're back building a richer, wiser, better man.
And guys, if you have too much month at the end of the money, this is the guy you need to meet, Jack Otter. He's the editor of Barron's.com, and he recently wrote a book, Worth It, Not Worth It. How you doing, man?
Jack, help these guys out.
I'm going to show you ways to save thousands of dollars with hardly lifting a finger. For example, you're flying to a family reunion in Miami. Don't buy tickets now. Wait until 3 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday.
Oh, that's the day, huh?
All right, mark it in your calendar.
It's crazy specific, but here's what happens. Most people buy their airline tickets on Saturday and Sunday. So the airline execs come in on Monday, see what's happening, and they adjust prices according to weekend sales. On Tuesday, they see what the competitors are doing. They slash the prices to match or beat the competition. That's when you make your move.
What if you're driving?
If you're driving, the most expensive day to buy gas is Thursday. Don't do it. Fill up on Monday morning. Every week, you can save $300 in a year.
Oh, cool. I think I'm gonna take a trip to Miami.
I love that. Great tips. I'll put it in my calendar.
Another big money problem is what I call contract creep. You know, you rent your music and everything, and suddenly you're paying $100 a month. So you can go to asktrim.com, claritymoney.com. These sites look through your credit card bills, flag all the recurring charges. You get rid of the ones that are sucking all that money out of your account.
Wow, that's big for me.
That's a cleanser.
That is.
Big
That's
time.
really
What else
good.
you got?
I've got a ton of stuff in storage. It's just sitting there getting older and older, so I'm gonna hire an eBay valet. They're gonna sell all that stuff for me, give me 80% of the money, and I just turned this monthly expense of a storage compartment into a windfall.
That's great. It's like junk removal, but you get some money off of it. Speaking of all the money you've saved us, what do we do with it?
I want you to invest in every stock market on the globe. That sounds crazy, right? You only have to buy one fund, the Vanguard Total World Stock Market ETF, symbol VT. Over the years, sure, it has its down times and its up times, but over the decades, it does very well for you. You'll make many times your money.
Wow, that is so cool, man. I'm feeling richer already. I think I'm gonna go out and spend some of that money. How about that? No?
No.
Thanks, Jack. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Freddie Lomeli with a Better Man Minute, brought to you by Natural Wellness. Let's say you had tacos for lunch and now you're running for the border. You need to use the public restroom fast. Which is the safest stall in the men's room? Middle stalls get up to 50% more traffic, which means 50% more germs. To get a cleaner seat, stick to the stalls at either end. Want to be instantly more attractive to women? Wear something red. Researchers say that red clothing makes a man seem more powerful and desirable to women. Most men don't get enough protein, which means not enough vitamin B12. That can lead to fatigue. Solution: consider a daily supplement with B12 and amino acids like Energy Booster from Natural Wellness. Your body can't store B12, so you need an adequate intake every day. For more information, visit naturalwellness.com and use the code BETTER for a 25% discount.
Hey guys, what's the best low-cost gift you ever gave a woman? Let us know on Facebook or Twitter using the hashtag BetterManShow. Ever had an idea and think, I could make a lot of money doing that?
I think most of us have. We sent our friend Freddie Lomeli to meet a guy who had a brilliant idea turn into $1 million business, and it's growing like mad.
And while he's raking in all that dough, he gets to see every great concert and live event around the world. How do you do that?
We're here with Alex Pollock, president of Paradox Event Medical Services. Alex, how did you do that? Basically, we want to know, how do you turn something that's your passion into a multi-million-dollar company that now employs over 1,600 employees?
Paradox is paramedics and doctors, and we provide medical services for events, doctors, nurses, EMTs. By the larger events, we could set up essentially a field hospital where we can treat almost everything on site. It used to be, oh, we need 500 security guards, we need 10 ambulances. Now, we're the first conversation. It's almost more important than the artists and the lineup. It's like, who's gonna provide our medical services? We have to make sure the event's safe.
So Alex, you mentioned that your startup is such a niche that not a lot of people believed in it. Why did you believe in it so much?
Well, Paradox was my baby. It was self-funded, I started it myself, I lived and breathed it. I still do.
But you didn't have many investors?
We had no investors.
No investors.
All the investing came from picking up overtime. And eventually now I still live and breathe it. We're in our house, we're in the Para House, which is where I live with a bunch of my employees.
How did that come about? That's very cool. That does have a very sort of like traditional startup, let's get our friends together and make it happen.
We do so many things together. We travel very often. Our hours are extremely, extremely long. We found a house that has ample storage space. It has its own garage. We could put all our gators there, our equipment.
So if somebody asks you, how do you do that? Plain and simple, what are you gonna tell them?
How'd I do that? Don't give up. Keep at it. Continue doing what you love doing, and eventually it'll all fall into place. Everyone who told me that they didn't believe in it, and that works for us.
Right
so it's really great.
Alex, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Best of
I love
luck.
being here. Thank you.
Freddie, that was so cool. I mean, Alex, this dude had a dream, and then he executed it with this common sense approach.
Guys, all show long, we've been learning ways to save money, we've been learning ways to make money, but Alex manifested a $1 million company through hard work. He said, I love music, I love helping people, and he found that bridge, and we're all grateful for it. So this is our how do you do that guy. This is the type of guy we're looking for, and we want you to be a part of that too. So if you know somebody that inspires you the way Alex has inspired us, send them our way because we'd love to have him on.
Very, very smart. I'm feeling richer with potential. You?
I'm feeling great with a lot of richness here. What a wonderful show. Check out bjandgwen.com and our Facebook page for more ways to be a better man. See you next time.